weekly love reading for March 6th through the 13th. Thank you so much for your patience. You are one of two of the last signs I'm reading for this week. And let's get started. I'm going to be using the Steampunk Tarot for your primary tarot deck. I will be clarifying cards with the Chicoli Tarot Mini, and then I will be pulling an oracle message from Doreen Virtue's The Romance Angels Oracle deck. I am accepting private readings, so feel free to book with me. Click open the description, you'll see my website. And I'm also going to be offering mid-month readings over on Patreon. Some of you already know about that. Every month I offer a general mid-month reading. It's $1 to pledge. And pledges are like subscriptions. You can cancel them at any time. Blah, 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 blah. You want to get on with the reading. Let's do it. Just want to let you guys know, I have the mic on today, so you should be able to hear my voice fine, but there's some wind outside. It's very windy out today, so if you hear some sounds of whooshing, that is the wind blowing. Very strong today. We have like gale force winds blowing through our city. All right. Let me get focused here. Spirit, what are the love messages and energies that you have for the sign of Aquarius? This is for all my Aquarius suns, moons, and risings out there, and those on the cusp that may be watching. Spirit, what are the love messages you have for Aquarius for this week, March 6th through the 13th? What do they need to know regarding their love lives? Messages for Aquarius. Starting with your present situation, the recent past, the near future. There's the wind. The reason. And, oh, hello there. Your potential outcome. This is also what you may be thinking or feeling during this week. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles may represent a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn woman. This may also be your energy. I find her to be someone who is more focused on business than love. But they are very nurturing, very protective, good around the home. Could be a female or a male energy. It is at the bottom of the deck, so it sort of is the underlying theme or challenge for you this week. I looked underneath this card and we have the High Priestess, which says that there may be a secret. There may be something that you're keeping secret as well. The High Priestess is highly intuitive as well, so she knows everyone else's business, but nobody knows her business. Wow, okay, some garbage cans just blew over outside. Very strong winds today, I'm telling you. I live in Chicago, and we have very strong winds coming through this time of year. So I'm not surprised that there's just garbage cans, like the big blue ones that you can see in the alley. Those are just blowing down the alley. So, because I can see right out there. It's crazy. Anyway, sorry about that. Okay, in your present situation, you have the Page of Cups reversed. In the recent past, you have the Five of Wands reversed. In your future, you have the Empress. For your reason, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. And your potential outcome, this is also what you may be thinking or feeling this week. You do have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. All right, Aquarius, what's been going on with you guys? It's been a little difficult this week. I'm glad I'm here doing your weekly love reading so we can get everything cleared up. Well, not everything, but we can try and figure out what's going on, right? So the Page of Cups in reverse is disappointing relationship. It can represent feeling disappointed in love, immaturity. I feel like some of you may be dealing with this kind of energy someone who is very immature as well. Now, pages do represent messages, so you may be feeling disappointment in terms of a message that you received. It can be from a water sign, but normally I don't read the center card that way, as it's more your energy, your present situation. I feel like you're in a disappointing relationship, some of you. Those of you who are single and ready to mingle, this may or may not apply to you, but I do feel, God, what is going on? Someone is like honking their horn. I really feel like this is, you know, some kind of like, you might have received, you may just be disappointed this week. That's what I'm feeling. Because I'm looking at the reason, and you have the 9 of Cups in reverse, and this is like as bad as it gets almost in terms of emotions. If we do go one forward, it's the 10 of Cups in reverse, which is just like everything's horrible, nothing is great. The 9 of Cups in reverse can also represent someone who is like a bit of a alcoholic. So you have to be careful here. Well, I have to be careful here in how I'm interpreting this card. But for example, it could be that you're disappointed because of a drinking problem. Because look, see, it's like, look at all these drinks lined up here, and then when it's reversed, it's like it's too much of a good thing, too much love. I feel like for some of you, like the direct meaning of this card in reverse is just feeling very unsatisfied. It can be on a sexual level. It can also just be that you're really unhappy about a situation and it's left you feeling very disappointed in love. And the 9 of Cups is the wish card. So it's like basically saying like none of your wishes are coming true and things are probably not going well. If I look in your recent past, you do have the 5 of Wands in reverse. So this is, you don't want to fight anymore. You are putting down your wand. This is like basically withdrawing from a battle. You know, it's also saying that you may start to have more positive feelings, but I think that it's left you feeling very disappointed. Either way, the good news is that in your future you do have the Empress, which is saying that you are feeling open to love again. You feel abundant. You feel very nurturing, and like you have it all. So this is a really great turnaround. I'm seeing towards the end of the week. You know, whatever it is you've been through here, this is just a lot of emotional strife I'm seeing. But I think that it does turn around for you. I mean, you have the Empress here, which is fantastic. The Empress may also represent like mothering, that nurturing energy. So it's really like a night and day, you know, it's a huge shift, and this is a major arcana. So we just had Venus go retrograde a couple days ago. What day is it today? The 8th. Venus went retrograde on the 6th, I believe. So considering that, having the Empress, which is ruled by Venus, in your future position is quite good. Okay, and Venus rules the sign of Taurus. Just wanted to point that out. Some of you may be dealing with the Taurus. Or this can also represent the principle of mothering, the principle of nurturing, bringing that sexual energy, bringing that fertile energy back into your life, whereby you feel really good. You're going to be feeling really good. So I wouldn't worry too much about your present situation. It does get better. Now, this is your potential outcome. Kind of a red flag for me, because the 4 of Pentacles in reverse is saying that you're trying. I mean, you could be opening up more about your feelings, but it's also saying that you're letting go. So if I look at this line here, it could be that you are trying to let go of someone, trying to You may be getting rid of people. You may be letting go of people a bit too easily. I will have to go in and clarify that card. It's a little tricky in this position, but it is saying that you're starting to open up more. You may be spending a lot, more than is necessary, or you may just be letting go of things, people, situations a bit too easily, like letting them kind of fall through your fingers. But let's start with the Page of Cups here in reverse. Why is the Page of Cups in reverse, Spirit? What is this disappointment about for Aquarius this week? Why do they feel disappointed? Here we have the Ace of Wands in the past. So this was a new beginning, a very passionate energy, very creative energy in your past. So that looks good. Maybe dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius as well. Why is the Page of Cups in reverse? We do have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so this is a very fiery energy, flash in the pan, and we do have the Justice card. So I'm seeing a lot of fire sign energy in your current situation. This could involve a marriage situation because we have the Justice card here. You do need to be careful about lies and building a structure, building a relationship on like a House of Cards type situation. I see fragility here, and I feel like if you are dealing with fire sign energy, that they can be a bit harsh sometimes and leaving you disappointed, leaving you feeling empty and drained. I do feel like this is involving a marriage because we do have Justice coming up here. I think that you are going to get through whatever this is. It's just been very difficult for you emotionally this week. Okay, we have the Hanged Man in your past. Okay, for the clarifying the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay, so what else do we need to know about the Nine of Cups? Why is the Nine of Cups in reverse? We have the King of Pentacles. The Four of Wands. I feel very much that you were, I'm reading this card more like a puppet. Feeling a little bit like a puppet on a string here in your past. You do come up with the King of Pentacles, which is a very stable, grounded energy in your present. But then you have the Four of Wands. So some of you, I feel like there's a situation here where you're very strong on the outside. You have the appearance of someone who has got it together. But I feel like there's things going underneath the surface here for some of you. And I think that it's emotional in nature. I think that it's dealing with a fire sign. I feel like it isn't a marriage or a committed relationship. But I do think that you come back to a stable position. It's because of how grounded you are. It's because of the fact that you're willing to step back and observe and see things from a different light. Let's take a look at why the Five of Wands is in reverse. Wow, this just came out. 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Cups. Yeah, okay. Let me get rid of this. Sorry about that sound. Why is the Five of Wands in reverse? I'm getting a lot of cards that indicate commitment here. We have the 10 of Pentacles, which is very good for financial security. We have the 9 of Cups here, and we have it again in your root position. I feel like either you were just enjoying yourself a little bit too much. Again, I do feel like there's some of you dealing with issues with drinking, issues with alcoholism, but I do see a committed relationship here, both in your future. So again, I think that there's stuff going on underneath the surface. And I feel like some of you are dealing with a very fiery energy. And we're just enjoying life, just having a good time. You didn't want to fight anymore. I do see a situation that involves a lot of financial security for you. I don't know why these cards are popping out. I'm not ready to clarify anything yet. But let us take a look at why the Four of Pentacles is in reverse. Spirit, why is the Four of Pentacles in reverse and their potential outcome? We have the Tower. We have the Six of Pentacles. The Two of Swords. So I'm seeing a Tower situation in your past. Okay, this is something that really shook up your world. In your present, you have the Six of Pentacles, which is saying you want to be fair. You're being very generous. But in the future, you have the Two of Swords, which is a situation where you see she's walking a tightrope here. It requires a balanced mind, a balanced perspective, but it's also saying that there's a bit of an indecision going on here. You are really trying to balance out the situation as best you can, but it's like you're walking on eggshells all the time is what I'm really feeling. And I wonder, as some of you are just turning to alcohol, just, help soothe difficult emotions, because underneath the surface, I see things happening here. You do have the Five of Cups. I feel like some of you are really sad in your past. You were really grieving, really unhappy about something. We have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so this is good communication, things happening very quickly. But we also have Judgment. A decision has been made. Okay. So I see a very big decision coming up in your future. It may not be this week, but I do feel like for now things are going well. But the energies that are set in motion are there's repercussions. Okay, some of you are dealing with an Empress type person. This is a very powerful female influence. I do see some issues in your past, but I feel like you're getting over them this week. And you have big cards in your future. I mean, we have Justice, Judgment, and the Two of Swords, and the Four of Wands. So these are very big cards regarding, karmic situation, a karmic relationship. As far as I see, you guys are like, I feel a little bit torn about something, but you are like gonna keep the peace. You're just trying to keep the peace. Trying to keep balance. You're trying to walk that tightrope, You don't want to just, you're dealing with fire sign energy. You're like trying to balance out that energy, even though it makes you really sad sometimes. It's been difficult for you. Oh my gosh, people out there. All right, so I'm looking for a guidance message for Aquarius for this week. Spirit, please help guide my Aquariuses on their high spiritual path in love and in life. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So this Four of Pentacles is an opening up here. With the Six of Pentacles, it's saying that it's safe for you to love again. You don't have to worry. I feel very much like there are angels all around you. Like if you look at this card, you can see they're protecting her. And there may be someone in your life here who, like, I feel very much like if this is the other person in the relationship, this person has a sword. So I feel like there's angelic forces all around you that are just trying to protect you as you move forward. Okay, so if some of you are suffering, or some of you are grieving, or dealing with a loved one that tends to bring out the sword a little bit, I really feel like, you know, the angels are here saying, don't worry, we've got your back. We're going to help you move forward. Okay, so you are very protected this week, Aquarius. You don't need to worry. You are safe. It is safe for you to love. I hope you guys enjoy this reading, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Take care.